Welcome back to the channel LAM, Relationship and Marriage. This is where we bring to you realities about marriage, realities about relationship, and the realities about family. And my names are Anne Goge. Today, I want to talk about a special family. A family that has been a blessing to all of us, a blessing in this nation, Kenya, a blessing in the neighboring country, a blessing even in the whole world. Which family am I talking about? The family of I Am Marwa. And today I want us to look at who is I Am Marwa. A brief outline of how I have understood him. I interacted personally with him. I had an interview with him, and I was privileged to meet this young, humble man. I want first ask ourselves, who is Marwa? Because sometimes he's mistaken, sometimes he's misunderstood, sometimes people judge him, but I want to say who Marwa is according to how I understood him and according to how I saw him. I actually visited Nyambohanse and I met I Am Marwa. And I can first briefly say I Am Marwa is a humble person, down to earth, very hardworking, with the strength of an elephant, because actually I was asking myself, how does he, or rather how is he able to cope with all those people that come to his compound or to his house and actually give them a chance or a shout out in their channels and be able to uplift so many people? Which people am I talking about? Remember, this guy has just touched the lives of so many people in Nyambohanse village and even outside Nyambohanse village in the whole lot of Republic of Kenya and even beyond. I'm talking about he has uplifted I Am Nasto, he has uplifted Mayuguno, he has uplifted Paris, he has uplifted the current PA, the strongman, Steve J.I. He has uplifted Gitangita, a young man in his village. He has uplifted who? Ken Masharia, Esther Juguna. So many people have gone through his hands. And not even those ones. Let me mention the people outside Kenya. Like, for example, Stephen. He came to his compound when he had not just even opened the channel. He opened the YouTube channel at his compound. And he actually got subscribers and he has gone a lot. Mama Gift and her husband. And you can see Mama Gift has gone very, very far away. And she opened the channel when she was in I Am Marwa's compound. So this guy is a guy who has touched people, not just in Kenya, but beyond Kenya. African cook. The young woman who cooks for them there in I Am Marwa's compound. This young girl, the channel was down there, and now we can see where she's going. Not to mention his girlfriend, Rocio. Rocio's channel has actually gone high with a lot of subscriptions, and it has really grown. Maybe you can comment down below and tell me others you can remember. I cannot be able to mention all of them, but I know that the list is endless. This is a man who is selfless, a man who is so eager to help, and actually very merciful. Imagine he met the young Mireji. Mireji is this man who is blind. And he actually had an interview with him. And now Mireji, his channel is growing. He just touches the hearts of people. He's full of mercy. Just pity someone and he's ready to help. Not just pitying, he's ready to help. There are so many people who are talking about the gifts he has been given. Imagine that is just a what? A drop in the ocean. Considering how he's ready to uplift these people to change their lives. Because I don't understand how many YouTubers have agreed to give collabo to people who are not known, to people who are starting their channels, to people who are down there, who are suffering. They don't just give them food. He doesn't just give them food. He teaches them how to look for that food. Because it's better a person who teaches you how to fish rather than the one who gives you fish. Because when you are taught how to fish, your future is already secured. He has secured the future of so many people. We can see Nasto is now building a house. Mayuguno is now building a house. And there are so many people in the village of Nyambohanse he has uplifted. Not to mention I. The few subscribers I got, though I've not gone so much, I got them from I Am Marwa. Just that interview really gave me some subscribers. I cannot be able even to thank him. What am I saying? Sometimes we expect people to be perfect, but I don't think there is that kind of perfection we look for. Every person have their own weaknesses, not just weaknesses. Imagine dealing with all those people. I cannot even call it a weakness. Dealing with all those people and being able to capture each one of them in your channel and being able to handle them and being able to sustain them in your compound and in your house without even the slightest show that you are feeling bad as they step in your big house. You are, is it mansion? Your biggest mansion, and people are free to walk all over that compound, to walk all over that mansion, creating videos. Who can do that? Only a person with a golden heart, a person with a golden soul, a person with a golden heart of helping, assisting, uplifting the lives of people. And I really want to say congratulations, Marwa. May the Lord continue blessing you. May the Lord continue enlarging you. May the Lord continue touching many people to help you assist those people that you have taken to help them in the village of Nyambohanse. Not to mention that he's now creating the classes to teach people on how to do YouTube, to open the channel, to carry on with your channel, to do that stuff and succeed. And he has promised to assist. Actually, he has taken people right now, people who are going through education because of I Am Marwa. This is a guy with the heart to help, the heart to touch souls, the heart to uplift the lives of people, the heart to, I cannot even be able to describe this guy. But I can say he's a man with a golden heart. He's a man who is after uplifting the lives of people, after even the success of others. Not to mention the Ugandan ladies. Actually, they were not ladies. It was a mixture of ladies and gentlemen. He's even able to go beyond his own country and help the neighboring country. This Ugandan, I could hear them saying they came with a few subscribers and some of them have grown. They have actually grown in subscription. I was ready to do a video with them to uplift them in terms of views. I want to say this is a man I have met and I have really admired. How many people have succeeded in this nation of ours, Kenya? Politicians, great people, celebrities, and how many have stepped down to assist others, to uplift the lives of others, to raise up the hands of others who are down there? None. But this guy has just risen and he is so eager to go with others up. Very few people who have the heart to go with others people. Actually, most of the people are competitive. They don't want to rise with you because they want you to worship them, to bow before them, and to be the one to praise them. It's like they are small gods. And this is happening even in our nation. The politicians, they are so rich and they cannot even assist because they don't want to uplift the lives of people. They want them to remain there. I'm not saying all, I'm just saying a few. Look at the celebrities we have in Kenya. There are so many. They cannot even give you a chance to appear in their video. They cannot even allow you just to take a minute to give you a shout out. They don't. But this is, especially if you are there down. I'm talking about those people who are there down, because the celebrities want to associate with those people who are of their class. The politicians want to associate with those people who are their class. The rich people want to associate themselves with those who are rich like them. But this is a guy who has money, by the way, because he has. But he is associating with the people down there, the people who are building for him, like Mayugulu. The people who are working for him, uplifting them. There is this lady who was cooking chapati in his compound. What was her name? I'm asking my cameraman because we were with him there.
I can't remember.
Yeah, the woman who was cooking chapati, and I understand Marwa has taken the child and he's educating that child. You see, that person who is there down there, he's just concerned about that person. How many people can do that? So before actually you criticize, it's good to take an analysis of this person and what he has done, and make a calculation of how many people can do such a thing. I'm not saying we are perfect. Everybody has their own weaknesses. But it is very, very important to focus on the positive side of a person, the things he has done, and appreciate that person so that we can give him morale to do more. We need such great people in our nation. Actually, if we have such 10 people, this nation can never be the same again. Isn't it true? Yeah, this nation can never be the same again. If we had only 10 people, not just YouTubers, politicians, or the rich guys in this nation, they just choose to help without even considering how that person will help them, or how that person is related with them, or which tribe that person comes from, because I Am Marwa touches people across all the tribes in Kenya. Because I met Masai in his compound, I met Ruyas, I met Ruos, I met Karijins, I met Kikuyus, I met Kuria, his own tribesmen. I met Kambas, actually the gardener. Yeah?
Kisii.
The
Kisii.
Kisii community. So all the tribes in Kenya were represented there. And he doesn't care which tribe you come from, which part of Kenya you come from, which country you come from, because I saw him helping even people from Tanzania, people from Uganda, people from the neighboring country, people from outside this continent, Africa, outside Africa. He was ready to help. He was ready to hold their hands. He was sacrificing his own time. This is a man who doesn't even sleep. He will go without food to assist. I remember one time, he was talking about he has not eaten, and the mother was calling him to have something, to buy something. And he could not go just because he was giving shout-outs to some content creators. Imagine that selfless sacrifice. Very, very rare people can do that. So it's good to clap at somebody, to appreciate somebody, to congratulate somebody, to say about the goodness of somebody when he's still alive, and tell him kudos, and tell him thank you, and tell him blessings, because that is what he deserves. And I want to talk to you, Marwa. If you're watching me, please continue with that spirit. Continue helping people, because the hand that helps, God blesses that hand. And there is a verse in the Bible that says, those that help the poor, God will send his angels to watch over them in their sick bed. So it is very, very important to touch the lives of people. It is very, very important to help people when you can. It is very, very important to touch the souls of people when you arrive. I have watched so many rich people in Kenya. And when they die, their wealth is scattered by their own children. Why? Because maybe if you touched the heart of somebody who is down there, God would have blessed your children, would have made them have the character to sustain that wealth, to hold on that wealth. But I've seen many people, they die and their wealth that is the end of their wealth. Just like the book of Ecclesiastes says, you gather and you don't use it. Other people come and use it because you refuse to touch the souls of people. You refuse to help people. So it is very, very important. You as a politician, you as a celebrity, you as a person who is blessed, to bless others, to touch the souls of others, to assist. And that way, God really blesses you. God really enlarges you. God really do what? Brings protection. You can see that I Am Marwa is a big villa. And actually, the time I was there were no police officers there. But there was a lot of security because God makes sure that he protects you. And even when he goes out, because he's the traveling commander, I know soon he will start his traveling journey. He will have journey masses because God watches over those that touches the hearts of the poor. So I want to say kudos, I Am Marwa. We are touched by what you are doing in our nation. We are touched by the souls you have touched in this nation. We are touched by the people you are able to hold their hearts. They are camping in your home, actually for a whole 2 months, more than 2 months. And you are able to sustain them. You are able to cope with them. You are able to talk to them nicely every day and give them a shout out, give them a corabo, give them a chance to speak to you with a lot of humbleness, with a lot of respect, with a lot of down-to-earth spirit. Down-to-earth spirit. That is what we need in this world. If all of us can behave like him, maybe there'll be no people who are suffering in our nation. There'll be no people who are dying of hunger. There'll be no people who are dying of diseases. There'll be no people who are dying of so many things. Road accidents. I tend to think the selfishness of people actually causes some of the deaths. Like in hospitals, there are not enough supplies because somebody somewhere was selfish and he corrupted by stealing maybe the medical equipment, the medicine, and so on. I'm sure if we can have selfless hearts, the world can be a good place to live in. The world can be a good place to enjoy. The world can be a peaceful place for everyone. And I think I'll stop at that. I really congratulate you, Marwa. And I really pray that God continue enlarging you and blessing you so that you can become a blessing to others. Kindly subscribe to our channel, comment down below, like the video, and we are going to appreciate a lot. By doing that, you will help us, even us, to touch souls so that we can help each other and build this great nation so that we can uplift the people who are right there down to the glory of God, because we are working all this to get blessings. Bye-bye and God bless.